What is going on, everyone's? We are here. We are back with another episode of
Is my point valid?
Yes, indeed. I am Brandon D. Stocker,
And I am Camille A. Stocker.
and we are Stocker Family Values. As a collective, that's who we are. Yes, indeed. So, like we always do on Mondays, we go ahead and get into our episode with what you know good. So, what you know no good, baby?
So I would like to make a personal shout out to my mother-in-law,
Huh.
your mother,
Yeah.
whose birthday was September 12th,
September 12th.
the big 60.
Yes, she is.
So awesome.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey. Also another birthday shout out because they share a birthday. Our nephew,
Right. Yes, indeed.
Jairi.
Yeah, we're going to give them a round of
A
applause.
big old
Yes, indeed. We're going to do that just for them.
happy sweet 16. I don't know if boys do sweet 16s, but it's 16
It's
years
16.
old. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So happy birthday to the two of you.
Yeah.
Go on to my next one.
On to the next. On
right.
to the next
So
one.
my next what you know good has to deal with me.
Huh. Shout out to you.
Officially, I am a college graduate. I have my
Whoop, 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 whoop,
associate's
whoop.
degree in arts. Why I'm excited now versus when I was able to graduate is because during the summertime I still needed 4 more hours. So during the summer I took a 6-week biology class.
Yes, indeed.
I was busy
getting it in.
And so when I checked my email like a week ago, yeah, mind you, I wasn't checking the school email anymore. But when I checked it, they sent that I was official, that I have a degree. And I am so proud of myself because of the journey.
You know what you get to? A round of applause. Yes, indeed. You sure get you one of them. You want another one? We're going to move right along.
No. But, I am proud of myself because of the journey for me to get here, although I've always felt like I was too old to be pursuing this, whatever this was. But I knew I had to prove to myself, like, what some of you don't know, and this will lead into the topic of today.
Yes, indeed.
Is that I did not get to graduate high school. I did not get to walk. I did not receive my diploma. So that journey began where I was like, I needed to make sure that I pushed myself, a little more. And it all had to do with, I made the grade. It had to do with this, the standardized test, the math part of it. And so, yeah, my senior year, I couldn't walk at my class, and people were texting me and saying, "You're on the program." Well, it didn't matter that I was on the program, right? I couldn't physically get into the space to have that achievement acknowledged.
Yeah.
Eventually, I did get my high school diploma. And it wasn't that long after I wasn't able to walk. I think I was still 18 when I got it. But the point of it is I wasn't satisfied with how the school system or my testing abilities, I don't even think it was my fault, But when I first started it, I was like, I have to get a degree so I can walk across the stage to show my parents that, because ultimately I thought I had failed. And I thought I had failed them, because I definitely felt like I failed myself, And so basically it was like, I want to prove to my parents that I can. And then when I had my daughters, it was like, no, I'm doing this for them. I have to prove to them. And then it came really where it was like, no, you're not doing this for anybody but you, to prove to yourself. And so this accomplishment, although, people will say that's just a piece of paper. Nah, it is,
Yeah.
it is. But the work that I put in, the consistency, because even if I wasn't taking 4 full classes, I was focused on that one class. I never gave up, and I'm so proud of me. And so people don't know that part. I've never shared that part because I've always been embarrassed about it. But you can't be embarrassed of your own story, right? And so here I am, and now I am ready for the next part of my journey, and manifesting things into play on how I would want things to be or how I foresee things that will come. So, you ready to get into the
With
topic?
that being said, the topic for today is going to be
Manifesting.
yes, indeed. That's man. It is important to say the right things to yourself,
Yes.
believe those things,
Woo.
and know that they will come
Oh man.
to fruition.
Oh man.
Huh?
Man.
Knowing that they will come to fruition.
Knowing that they will
If it hold on now, if it's something that ain't supposed to really just happen and you just want it, then that's something.
It'll fizzle.
You'll be forever asking for that.
It'll fizzle.
But if it is completely aligned with God wants for you in your life, your family, your business, or whatever it may be, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just know that. Stand in that.
Stand in your truth, right?
Stand in that.
You write down your goals or you set them. What is manifesting? Like, first off, let me look up the definition. But what do you, in your words, what is manifesting?
Manifesting is knowing what you want and speaking what you want and taking the proper steps to get what you want.
Okay. To make evident or certain by showing or displaying. You're saying, I want this.
Yep.
So you can go back to me saying, I want this degree, right?
Absolutely.
And no matter what came in my way, no matter what class I got a C in, it was like, okay, I passed it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It came to, because I think like I said, I think that whole journey of me not being with my class was a part of my journey. God was like, okay, your story is bigger because somebody else might be in this situation. And I think that also has to do with manifesting, how your story can help the next person manifest as well.
Mm-hmm.
What have you manifested? And before you you answer that question, do you think that as a child or in middle school or in high school that you were manifesting things that you wanted? And if you remember any of it, do you see that in your life right now? You smiling.
I don't see any of that in my life right now. I think when we're young, it's more of hoping, wishing for things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's really, because I mean, coming up in a church household, I was taught manifestation in those things, but it wasn't like a direct type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I never really understood that part of manifesting, or I didn't understand it in depth. So as a youngster, I don't think I was manifesting anything. I was just, I hope this happens. I pray this happens. I wish this happens. But it was never really anything of substance.
Okay, but you're saying it wasn't anything of substance. So take Isabel, for example. Isabel will ask for things.
Absolutely.
And it seems like every time that she asks for something and then we go out to it, normally it's a toy, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But normally when we go to the store just for something else, we'll end up on the toy aisle, and the toy that she wants happens to be on sale, or it might be on clearance because her mother is not going to buy a full price
Not at all.
toy.
But like I was saying, Isabel is being brought up different.
Got it. If you want
she
something,
understands what manifestation is.
I guess to a point, because I do say,
Yes, if you speak up on it, if you speak it into existence, it's same thing as manifestation.
yeah, because you don't know where it might come from. You know,
Exactly.
although she might tell me, and this is a point that I've also said to them. You might tell me, and I might tell your grandmothers. I
Mm-hmm.
might tell your daddy. You know, you don't know what your uncles might do, or your aunts might do. Like,
If you don't speak
if you
up on it,
don't, right, you
then
won't know. Or you know, if any of my nephews are around me or my nieces are around me and they say something, it might just stay with me, and they don't know, you know.
mm-hmm.
So I guess that is a form of
A manifestation. Yeah,
manifestation.
it would
I'm
be.
speaking this into
Yeah,
existence.
yeah.
I'm speaking
I
it.
don't know if they are consciously doing this or they're just.
I think children are just saying, you want something.
I want this.
You know,
Yeah.
I want this.
Yeah.
But that's easy to say with a material thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
What about, I guess everything we want kind of is physical. Not really everything that we want is physical, but we manifest. Do we really manifest the life that we want?
I believe so.
And with manifesting, though, how much work do we have to put into it?
As much work as it
That's
takes to
right.
get wherever you're trying to go.
Because I feel like just like prayer, God does answer prayers.
Yes.
He won't answer them right away, but I feel like,
And it's not always going to come how you want it to.
that's the part that I was going to say. It's not always going to come the way you want it to come, and it's not always going to come, it's not, it won't just come because, no, it's not going to come without you not putting in the effort or the work
Faith
for it.
without works.
So if you're not working towards trying to get this thing, that's not going to happen.
That's when your manifestation goes to hoping and wishing.
Yeah. Like, I hope that this happens.
Yeah.
Nope. I believe that this is going to happen because God is going to place this in my life, and I'm going to work to get this.
Absolutely.
Like, that's how I feel. I don't think like you said, grew up. I didn't grow up knowing what manifestation was, or anything like that. But I did know that often, and when I grew up, if I did ask my mama for something, she would never tell me yes, just like I don't tell the girls yes. She would just always say, "We'll see," right? And
I used to hear that a lot growing up too.
No, but I'm saying, although she would say, or sometimes she wouldn't say anything, and she'd just be like, she heard me. But in those moments when I was least expecting it, she would pop up with something. You know, it was just like, oh, okay, all right. And then it might have been something better than what I had asked for. So I didn't get, like, you know, the simple thing.
It don't always come like you want it.
The simple thing I wanted, she went above and beyond to say, okay, well, I'm gonna get this one, you know. So, but I saw things like that, and so I was telling Ava the other day, because she was she didn't speak up about something that she wanted, and I was like, it was just a real moment to be like, what does your sister do that you're not doing? And Ava straight out said she just asked for it. Exactly. You can't be afraid. And the point of me telling that to her is, you can't be afraid to speak up for the things that you want, or the things that you are willing to fight for. If you see that your sister is, hold on, you got to look, what is she doing?
Closed
that I'm
mouth
not
don't
doing?
get fed.
You know, if you want something, or you want to just change things, you have the power of the tongue. The tongue is super duper. It's powerful, but it's what you're speaking it out. You know, today I was listening to 102.1, and he was saying, like, we speak out, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, you saying that, you gonna be tired. Like, I feel like that's you're
walking in that truth.
You're manifesting, well, you gonna be tired.
Yeah.
No, you wake up and you say, well, today I'm gonna smile. And guess what? You gonna smile, and you gonna smile some more. Today is just gonna be a great day.
And
like,
these things seem so cliche.
They do.
But they work.
They work.
And if you do research, this is a common thing amongst successful people.
Yes.
they speak what they want.
Yes.
They live the life that they want to live
Yes.
before they arrive at that point.
Yes.
So it's like by the time I get there, I'm already ready for this.
Yeah.
If you're not living where you want to be, by the time you get there, or if you think that whenever it does come, you ain't gonna be ready for it.
Yeah.
And that's probably the reason why you're not getting the things that you want, because you're not ready for them.
Amen, brother. Yes. Yes, because you could look at
It's a process.
At
It takes
our
preparation.
and we kept wondering, why are we coming back to the same spot? God, what are you trying to show us? But it was
You
never,
ain't learned enough
you didn't learn what I was teaching you.
Hmm.
You didn't apply what I had already taught you to this situation. So I'm gonna show you over again. It was,
And I'm gonna keep
I'ma
showing you until you understand.
And it was like, well, why are we still doing this? Or why are we still doing that?
Yeah.
Are you right?
And he asking himself the same thing. Why are you Yeah.
How
yeah,
come?
Yeah. Why you keep doing that?
Why you not listening to me? Why
Yeah.
you keep listening to yourself? Why you keep listening to your husband? Like, in those, I mean, of course you listen to each other, but y'all know what I mean.
Exactly. You don't need to get into that.
But he was just like, you're not following me. You're not really listening to me. You're just doing what you want to do because you think that's what you want to do. And guess what? He is pulling us out of our own way.
And that's what it's about. Getting out your own way.
Get out of your own way and trusting.
The thing that's holding you back is you. Me. I'm the only thing that holds me back. There's nobody in my way. All of these obstacles within life, everyone goes through these things. Everyone in life, no one in life has it wasn't just smooth and simple.
That part.
And
you have a lot
that's
of people,
not what life is about.
You have a lot of people who won't manifest, right? And it will be like, well, woe is me. How was that person over there getting that? But you don't know. We've talked about this before. You don't know that person's journey.
You don't know that process.
You don't know if they wake up every day and look in the mirror and say, I will be successful. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They might have been saying that from the time they was 20 years old to they might be 50 now.
Yeah.
But guess what? In that 51st year, things might start changing. You know, things
and the
might
things
start
that we
moving.
don't see, the things that we don't see, we think happen overnight. They don't.
They don't.
Nothing happens overnight. These people have been putting in. If they own right now, they have put in much work. Work has been put in. It's been a process, and you got to put that work in.
You have to put the work in. And what is your process going to be? Is it going to wait? And also with the manifesting, are you going to wake up and write it down? Are you going to go to bed and write it down?
Yeah.
Are you repeating those things to yourself? Are you just waiting? I remember I had wrote something a whole year. I had wrote something down, but I didn't open that book back up until the year. But mind you, although I had wrote it, that thing was happening. But it was like, what if I would have said it every day? Yeah, like, what if this was going every day? Maybe things would have been.
If you say it enough, it becomes your truth.
Oh, yeah.
So then you have no choice but to walk in that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Also, like with I ams and your affirmations, I see a shift in my girls just by saying them. At first it was like, okay, you're gonna say them. Then it was like, you have to believe what you're saying. Now it's the process of, all right, when you wake up, you need to look in the mirror and you need to pick 3 of the affirmations that you feel that you are, and you say it to yourself. And again, using Ava, it was a moment of, I was in the bathroom with her and she didn't want to say them, and I was like, so you're gonna be embarrassed to say them in front of me? So if you can't say
that
them in
means
front
you don't truly believe
that. And I said, well, if you're embarrassed to say them in front of me, how can you look in the mirror and say them to yourself? You know, you be prideful in what you say about who you are, because if you believe who you are, guess what? Everybody else is gonna be like, ooh, she's beautiful. Ooh, she is amazing. You exude. That's manifesting, y'all.
Yes.
You exude what you believe in. You are.
People only see your insecurities if you show them.
If you show them. And I know that for a fact. I've shown my insecurities forever. And
they can point it out if you show it to them.
And it wasn't until I started. First, I acknowledge that, okay, I'm stating this insecurity, but I stated this insecurity, and now I replace it with, y'all know on here I get and be like, I am doing this now, or I am doing that now. You know, it was like, look at Camille, look
Huh.
Camille, and
I am.
yeah. But it taught me from just looking at other people. Now I don't know if they're saying it every day, but guess what? I know I'm saying mine every day, and I know what I want me to look like. I know what I want myself to change. And so I believe in the manifesting. I believe in the praying. I believe in, like, ooh, I'm giving God all glory to change everything that I want changed. I'm not trying to preach, y'all, but it's just,
It is what it is.
it is what it is, but I'm in a different space, and I'm seeing that, whatever you want will come to fruition. You just have to, you got to put in work.
If you don't believe in you, nobody will.
Nobody will. I did, to go back to me graduating or going through the motions. I got married at, I think I was 22, 23.
You was 22?
I was 20. Hold on. Let me get my math right, because that was 2014. I was 23 years old. I got married at 23. I was still, I think when me and Brandon were married, I was still taking class. I think I was taking a class. As a matter of fact, I was taking a class. And I think I was taking one class like every semester. And so if I was 23, I'm about to be 31 years old. It took me a long time to get this associates. Okay, I gotta be real.
Process.
It was a process. But you don't give up on yourself, and because Brandon's just like, look, if that's what you want to do, then do it. Because he could say, okay, you need to do this, but ultimately it was my goal. And just, what are your goals? What is it that you want to see for yourself? Write it down, speak it every day. If you have a whiteboard, write it on the board. Change your mindset as well, also, because you just can't manifest off of with negative. Well, I guess you can, because but you make that shift, and I feel like manifesting, you become more positive in it. You ain't got nothing. You just shake.
I'm just in agreement. Like my brother-in-law say, I don't practice resistance. Shout out to my brother-in-law, Mr. Project Daddy. Y'all check him out.
Well, that's my brother.
Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, manifestation.
What do you want to see for your life? Tell us what you want to see. Tell us what you want to see for your life in the comments. Let us know, or what have you manifested and it came to.
Do you believe in manifestation?
Yeah, that's a good one. Do you believe that the power of your tongue?
If you speaketh, thou shalt cometh about.
Because, we can speak a lot of negative.
Absolutely.
And see that
negative happening. Yes, we do.
And we see that negative. Goodness. Man, today's going to be a bad day. Oh, and then you spill everything. The milk spilled. Yep. You're in traffic, and somebody then hit you.
Oh, they done ruined my day.
Yes, like, today is going to be awesome. And even if something does, you look at the perspective, and you look at the good. And y'all, I'm just saying all this because I've had to switch some things up with being teaching and seeing how my girls are learning and what they need to learn, and not to be so frustrated in work that they lose all hope, like, I can't do this. No, let's take a moment.
Yeah.
Let's breathe. Let's think about.
If you don't know how to get yourself right, you ain't gonna know how to get your kids right. So,
like, let's think about it. Start within, and then also, once you start manifesting and changing and positive, people around you will also feed off of that. I'm like, and they might be like, "Girl, what you doing?" Well,
Yeah, you also need to be
what I'm
manifesting the
doing.
people that are around you.
Oh yes.
Yes. You need to be
Yes.
talking, speaking up the kinds of people that you want in your circle.
Mhm.
Uh, Cause if not, you're gonna have all kind of people invading your space. People you probably ain't even gonna like. But yeah, manifestation is a beautiful thing, and I've witnessed it personally within my life, within my business, and every aspect of what we got going on. And we're gonna continue to manifest. We're gonna continue to
Yep.
grow. We're gonna continue to do bigger and better things.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
So before we go ahead and get up out of here, y'all know we got to bust y'all across the head one time with on this day in Black History. So
Man, it's a good one today.
it's a good one
y'all.
today. On this day, you say it was 25 years ago,
25 years.
on
I
September
think.
13th of 1996. I know, man. If 1996 don't come to y'all, if something don't come to y'all mind when I say 1996, boy, y'all ain't been in the hip hop game. Y'all need to come up
25 years.
25 years. Mr. Tupac Shakur died of a gunshot wound on this day, 25 years ago in 1996 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Yes, indeed. And this story is brought to us and you by BET. Yes, indeed. So, one of the most iconic faces and lyricists in hip-hop, rapper Tupac Shakur, died on September 13th, 1996 of a gunshot wound in Las Vegas, Nevada. A drive-by shooting led to the 25-year-old still unsolved murder.
He would have been 50 years old.
Yeah, sure would have. But the story of the rapper's death stemmed back 2 years earlier. Tupac was shot and seriously injured in November 2014 during an armed robbery.
1994.
Oh, what did I say?
2014.
Goodness gracious. I be seeing what I want to see. So, in November of 1994, an armed robber in a Manhattan recording studio while he was working on his third album, Be Against the World, deciding that New York City producer Sean Puffy Combs, or Diddy Combs, or Puff Daddy Combs, or all them Combs, and a rival rapper, Chris, Notorious B.I.G., B.I.G., all that, Biggie, Wallace, were behind the attack. Shakur's alleged allegations contributed to the East Coast versus West Coast feud that defined the world of hip-hop in the mid-1990s. 2 years later, on September 7th, 1996, Shakur and members of his entourage were involved in a small fight in the lobby of the MGM Grand Hotel in Las Vegas, where they had traveled for the Mike Tyson-Bruce Sheldon boxing match. Ludicrous. Several hours later, as Shakur and the head of his Death Row Records, Marion Suge Knight, were riding to...
Lord Jesus.
Several hours later, as Shakur and the head of Death Row Records, Marion Suge Knight, were riding to the Death Row-owned Club 662 when a white Cadillac pulled up on them boys at the stoplight on Flamingo Road and fired gunshots at the vehicle. 4 shots struck Shakur, while 1 shot grazed Knight's head.
I never knew that.
Hold on. Let me we need some crickets, because it got to be some crickets for that one. How 4 shots hit to Shakur and 1 bullet grazed what's her name? But anyway, yes, the rapper was rushed to University Medical Center where emergency surgery managed to save his life. Doctors announced that the rapper's chances of recovery had improved in the following days, yet Shakur unfortunately died of internal bleeding. Sounds like the doctors ain't do something right. Anyway, on this day, today, September 13th, 25 years ago in 1996, Mr. Tupac Shakur lost his life tragically in the streets of Las Vegas.
What's your favorite Tupac song?
I ain't mad at you.
Oh, it's a good one.
Straight up. That brings back memories of when I was back in Florida with my cousin them. We had a good old time. Yes, goodness.
I like his verse on what's the one he did with Dr. Dre?
California Love?
I love his verse.
Yeah. Another one is Brenda's Got a Baby.
That's what I thought you was gonna say. I was like,
Yes,
okay, you
goodness.
said okay. I ain't mad at you.
I like the reason why I ain't mad at you come up to mind is doggone Bokeem Woodbine in the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday.
I was like, oh,
They in heaven
Brenda's.
dancing with the angels and stuff. Yeah. But anyway,
like mind you, I was 5 when Tupac passed, but I know like it's weird.
you know all this music. Yeah.
Like
It's crazy how things work, ain't it?
Like I need to see like brothers. Am I wrong that I know? Like y'all had his albums and stuff, right? Am I tripping? Because it does not feel like I was 5 years old and knowing Tupac. That's
Crazy.
it's crazy. Anyhow,
But his music has lasted the test of time.
It
It's going to
has.
continue to last forever.
absolutely.
Yeah, so he's going to be living through his music for decades to come.
Yep.
Centuries. All of that. But anyway, once again, thank you to everyone who continues to show love to the Is My Point
You
Valley
sound
show.
like a robot.
I know.
Thank you to everyone who continues to show support to.
All right,
Is
so let me
My
smooth it
Point
out.
Valid.
Thank you to everybody who continues to show up for us. We're going to continue to show up for you. Make sure y'all click the like button, subscribe. It's going to help us grow. Share.
And guess what?
What?
We are on all streaming platforms.
Yes, we are on all podcast platforms, Anchor, Google,
Spotify.
Apple.
Hey.
We out here.
Is My Point Valid?
We out here. We out here. We out
Is
here.
My Point
Yeah.
Valid?
Oh, we out here. We out here.
Is
Doing
My
big
Point
things.
Valid?
Doing it. Doing it.
Is My
Patreon,
Point
come soon.
Valid?
Patreon, come soon. Y'all support us. Thank y'all to everybody. And like I said before, subscribe to our channel, help us grow, and we're going to continue to bring y'all some great content. Thank you. We'll see y'all next Monday.
Bye.
See ya!